Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back. We are at round 16 in Uddevalla, Sweden. It is this was my second most favorite track that I ranked in my tracks list. I could not pull the whole shot on these AI on this track, but they, for some reason, they had a really tough time on the track. They were super slow, so it was pretty much a cruising.
A few moments later,
Until the last corner of the race, that is. Ouch. Anyways, I brought it home in first. That is a rare thing for me in race 1.
Let's take a look at the results of this first race.
Right, race 2. I'm going to switch it up, going back to third person for a while. Usually, you know, I am a first person only player, but I thought I was having such an easy time with the AI on this track, I would mix it up, go back to third person where I'm not that good at. And kind of just to compare, if you didn't watch, I just released my review of MX versus ATV All Out. I had never played that game before, and with the Lucas Oil Pro National DLC coming out tomorrow or today when you guys see this, you know, I kind of wanted to compare a little bit third person view, and definitely there's some definite differences between the games. I don't like to really compare them straight up because they are different engines, different, you know, they're both built on Unreal Engine, but different code bases, you know what I mean, different game engines. I definitely like the look of this game a lot better. The rider looks a little bit better in this game, just the rider models and the movements is still a little stiff on this guy. MX versus ATV All Out, the rider, their shoulders and they just don't look as good. But they do move around a lot more on the bike in MX versus ATV, the forward and leaning back. When you lean forward and lean back on this, you can barely tell that he is moving at all. So I hope Milestone gets a little better at that in the future. I'm not sure if they do. I know that in the preview for MXGP 2019, the rider soaking up the bumps looks a lot better. If you especially watch the Tim Geiser footage from Trentino, Pietro Murata track, he is definitely soaking up the bumps a lot more and using his leaning in and his shoulders and arms in the corner. So that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, so I don't know what. Oh, ouch. Yeah. Again, these boards on the side. If you remember Agueda hitting the boards, why do they use hard boards on the side of these MXGP tracks? They should be using soft banners, man, for safety. How many video game characters have died in the process of this game? Yeah, so anyways, the AI, this is the slowest they have been all season at a track. I mean, if you look in the background, they are way behind me. I'm not going to look backwards yet because you know what happened at Lommel. Totally messed up. Oh, if you can scrub that one, it's pretty fun. That little drop off hill, that's one of the funnest parts of the track. This track did get narrow. It did get narrow in a lot of places. If any of you guys watching from Sweden, I know there might be a couple of you out there that watch me. Let me know if you've been to this track and is it an accurate portrayal? Did they do a good job at recreating this track? I know I've seen in the Facebook posts saying that they fly a drone over the tracks. I don't think they scan it, like laser scan it or anything like that. So that's why probably some of their proportions are off on some of their games of the recreation of the tracks, because they're just using a drone footage to get a overhead view of everything. And so not entirely sure how accurate they are, but yeah, you Swedish guys, let me know. Let me know what you think about this track and how accurate it is. It's like I mentioned, I played MX versus ATV All Out for the first time. I had skipped it. I just didn't feel like playing it MX vs ATV I'd played was Reflex. Go check out my review of it. For all you guys that I know, it's like there's two camps. There's the Milestone guys, and then there's the MX vs ATV guys. Then there's a certain amount of people who play both. I think I fall into that camp. I think I could get along with both games. There's pros and cons to each one, and each one's their own game, and you just got to take the good with the bad in each of them. I think with the Milestone games, you're looking at the officially licensed, at least MXGP riders and tracks. A little bit better looking, I think. The riders and the bikes, the sound design for sure. Milestone's leaps and bounds ahead in sound design. The bikes sound so good in MXGP compared to MX versus ATV. The air physics, MX versus ATV is ahead of them in that aspect of it. But go check out my review, especially if you've never played that game before, especially with the Lucas Oil Pro National tracks coming out. Now, if you haven't seen the videos that the other YouTubers have put out for the first looks of those tracks, man, go check them out. I think they might be setting the standard of what these replica tracks should look like and should feel like. If you look at especially Spring Creek at Millville, how rough that track is that they recreated in game for MX vs ATV All Out, and on top of it being rough to begin with, they then have their deformation. So I think Milestone, man, I really hope they either get their deformation right this next game, or they make the tracks rough to begin with. Because I think, like I said, I think Rainbow Studios is setting the standard with these replica tracks that are coming out for that game, and I think Milestone's going to have to pick it up to, give us the same experience in this game. Of these rough tracks. We don't need smooth tracks. They're not racing race 1 and race 2 of MXGP on a freshly tilled track. This is the third day of racing. They had the practice days, they had the qualifying days. Race 1, this is race 2. This track should be messed up, rough as heck. I really tried to scrub that one. That was a good. I was in LEO right there, low Earth orbit. I tried, it didn't quite make it. Oh man. Like I said, I'm so far ahead though of this AI. Back to MX versus ATV tracks though. Again, go check out my review. Let me know what you thought. Again, there's pros and cons of both games series, but those new Lucas Oils, stay tuned. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna play them. I'll post up a review, and I'll see see how it really is to play on those tracks. If how they actually play, how rough they are, the proportions and everything, and how it actually looked. I am going to the Washougal Pro National this coming weekend, actually. So I'm looking forward to playing that in game, and then I will be able to maybe take a look at I'll take some pictures when I'm there, hopefully, and then we can try to compare how they were able to replicate that game in the game. Yeah, but still looking forward to MXGP 2019. Have not seen any new footage. I know they had that press event in Austria last week. I don't know if there's a press embargo or anything, but nobody has really posted anything except one Italian e-zine company that a few people have linked to. Other than that, nothing really new, no new details. So man, it's almost a month away from release. I'm assuming they're going to be showing us some things pretty soon. I'm not big enough to get any pre-release footage, so maybe next year I'll be able to grow my channel and be big enough for them to give me some first look at some things. I hope so. So hey, if you guys like my channel, please subscribe, and we'll get to 1,000 subscribers hopefully by the end of the year. I'm hoping that's my goal. And if if you guys have any ideas for videos, take a look at all the stuff I've done before. You know, I've done a lot of bike testing for the Supercross games. I plan to do that with MXGP 2019. You know, trying to do some tests on the bikes, the components, see what actually works. Is there a fastest bike, etc. We'll do that. But if you guys have any specific suggestions on videos or even games you'd want to see me play, let me know. I'll take a look at it, see if I can accommodate you. And yeah, I'd appreciate that. Leave me some ideas in the comments. Right, final lap, and hopefully that's the final crash. Nope. I would have went so far down this hill. I would have slid so far. Trying to get my bike back would have been fun. But look at that. I crashed how many times on that last lap? The AI is still pretty much nowhere to be seen. Yeah, I don't think you guys could hear it in here, but when the AI was close to me, it really sounded like they had almost like a traction control device. They're going da, 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 da. It was really weird, the engine note. All right. Took the 1-1 for the overall. I think that might be my first time all season for a 1-1. I don't remember doing it anywhere else. 6 seconds behind, and I crashed how many times? All right, let's look at these overall results. Oh, I got to do these guys. My rivals. I really hope they expand the career mode in the next game. This is the extent of the career mode in this game. It's pretty lame. All right, 1-1 overall. I think I am going to make up some good points. I was 7th overall in the points standing up to this point. Let's take a look at that.
A wonderful performance for a great
after the podium ceremony, that is.
Team Spirit won today. Congratulations to everybody.
Made my sponsor happy, KYB. All right, I'm up to 5th. I moved up 2 spots. I'm still... I think I have no mathematical chance of winning this championship. Maybe I can get up to the podium. It's going to be hard. I at least got to pass Covington and become the best American in the series. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Take a look at my MX vs. ATV All Out review, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Thanks a lot.